Careful now.
Hot damn.
Like a bull in a
I
china
gotta
shop,
get up
man.
every episode. Sometimes it's because I gotta poop. Sometimes I gotta mix something. What are we doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready.
Allegedly, when I was his age, I had a guitar and a beer in a hand. You know what I mean? Allegedly.
Get set.
We're back. We're doing it for real, and we're only moving forward. So, with that being said,
It is time for the Ready Set Radio Podcast.
Welcome back to another episode of the Ready Set Radio Podcast in the Christmas time of year. We are the only podcast not popular enough for people that are no one to cancel on us. I am Floaty. With me, as always, is the beard, and pushing the buttons is J Dubs. Ladies and gentlemen,
Nice.
it is Christmas time.
Amen.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
We are fast approaching Santa Claus
Yes, yes.
in more ways than one. And have you started decorating yet?
Yeah.
Besides here, I mean, this is.
Yeah.
You have started decorating?
Yeah.
How far are you?
I just got the outside of the house done last night. I had to get, I forgot that I had a strand of lights. The lights are on the outside of my house. It took up several strands, and it was very strategic, and it was on a timer, and it was beautiful. One of the strands goes out, and it's just not the same. So I have to redo the whole house. And it was all based off this one idea. So I was like, well, let me take that idea and like bring it into the 21st century. Let's make it LED because it makes it way cheaper. So I redid the whole house, and I got enough that it goes almost all the way around, and
Nice.
it didn't used to. So put those up, and they twinkle, and that's fun. It changes everything. So I got those up, and then I broke everything else out for inside the house, and she's taking care of that right now.
So you currently are living in the box labyrinth of pre-Christmas ritual.
Sort of. We kind of have a system where the majority of the boxes will stay in one area out of the way, and then you'll go to one box at a time and get out everything you want to use, and then, so like we've got an efficient system. But yes,
This is a luxury that you speak of that I haven't had until potentially this year, because half of my house
you've
was
got a
full
lot more space now, dude.
last 4 years, half of my house was full of band gear, and
Hallelujah.
we have begun to start. We bought a new tree.
You've begun to start.
We bought a new tree. Julie was finally tired of the old tree, and this is our first tree together.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You guys don't get real trees.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to get one at some point. I'm not.
Yeah, I went and got a real tree yesterday.
But we collect trees. You've seen our house before, like the front porch and stuff.
Yeah.
We're debating on not doing the outside this year.
Why?
It's a lot of work, and like the last 4 years, we've had some kids to help do it.
Yeah.
But it's like 5 or 6 different trees worth of stuff, plus all the lights and cables, and then all the inflatables.
Well, I hate to see that nice porch go to waste. Maybe just
haven't-
pare it down.
It's like Cat Williams' theory on spinning rims. When you're in the vehicle, you don't even get to see them spin.
Yes.
Okay.
But he's right.
You're
It's
not
exactly
wrong.
like
You're
that.
not wrong,
Yeah.
J-Dubs. You're not wrong. Yeah. The cool thing about these new lights that I put up is that I got them. They hang lower than the other ones, so like I can see them from inside in just about every room in the house.
I could
So
see
that's
mine if I
nice.
lie on the floor and look up and back.
I just always pictured the Griswold family outside in the snow freezing.
You do not have to put your mouth on that microphone to talk to us. We can hear you from at least 10 inches away.
Real nice, Clark.
I would say you
There
know
you
what
go.
10 inches is, but
No, I don't. Shitter's full.
Anyway, but yeah. So
Anyway,
are you gonna?
we're talking about maybe not decorating the front of the house, or maybe doing a scaled down version.
Yeah.
Maybe just the inflatables. We did get some new ones last year.
do one tree and a reindeer.
hopefully they
man.
won't get stolen.
We might put the old tree out there, because that's where it's going to end up now.
And if you don't put one down here, damn it,
There's no room. There's one right here
on the porch.
J Dubs. Oh, on the porch.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, did you keep the old tree?
We should have something with some lights on it.
I got a black tree. It's black with white lights.
Whoa, dude.
Not that kind of tree. You jerk. But inside the house, we bought a new tree, so we went ahead and put that up, and it has this year's ornament on it.
Right.
And then maybe tonight we might pull some other stuff out of the attic. But I also have a bag of candy canes that we bought, but haven't brought anything else down really from that.
What about you, J-Dubs? I saw the picture that you sent us, man. It looks like you did your house up pretty nice.
Yep.
Yep. Totally got it finished. Was the first one on the block. Inspired others to get their stuff out.
Maybe that's a little segue we could do. We could send little snippet of The outside of J-Dub's
wait,
house.
hold
The
on.
funny thing about it is my house is so small and my couch in my living room is so big. I had to block off the front door to put the tree in the house. So we have
That's
to use
gangster.
the side door. But it looks Merry Christmas.
Okay,
in there,
because
so.
he meant in his actual neighborhood. I thought he was talking a little trash. Like, yeah, I was the first one on the block to get our house done. I'm done.
No, literally,
You did your
literally.
outside. Inside's getting done. You hadn't even started, Floaty. What the heck? Look at me. I'm Papa on the
No,
spot.
I was the first one on Phoebe Drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that man. Yeah, it looks good though.
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you.
But you should put that in this video right here.
We don't really have a good track record of doing that. It may happen.
Watch
It
watch
may
how
not. Stay tuned to find.
watch how we put nothing right here. Nailed it.
Speaking of nothings,
So anybody that's new to the channel, we just sit here and talk about random crap. Let us know in the comments if you like the show, why you're here, and why you might come back. And then
Yeah.
let us know exactly why you are not coming back if you're not coming back.
Right. Yeah.
Tell us what you like and what you hate.
I saw somebody
just don't
left
tell us the day of.
I saw a comment on YouTube the other day about the episode we did with David in the 80s. And
Mm-hmm.
they were like, I came to see him and then stayed because it was so damn entertaining. And I just want to shout out to that guy. Thank you.
Yeah,
'cause
let's give him some flowers.
That's all we're, that's all we're trying to do.
Clap.
That's all we're trying to do.
Thank you for the kind comment. We appreciate you.
But yeah, so
And David was a fun conversation. We had a lot more fun probably after the episode was off the air.
yeah.
We talked about some things that he wasn't comfortable talking about, but were hilarious stories, and we're not going to share. But
Yeah. It was a good time.
yeah, and I really enjoyed that episode just because of our outfits.
Right.
that was so
Those wigs
ridiculous.
were ridiculous, dude.
that was
Those
fun.
wigs were next level.
So J-Dubs, keep stuff like that coming.
No doubt.
Give us a reason to wear costumes.
No doubt.
All right. So, yeah, I think we are. I think I am working on something for Star Wars episodes. So.
Oh yeah, you've been talking about that for a while.
No,
Yeah.
don't forget.
Oh, I'm not. No, we're bringing someone very special.
No,
on for
don't
that.
forget that the May the 4th episode needs to be filmed like 3 weeks before. So don't book them for May the 4th.
Okay. All right. 10-4.
Yep. Not that you've done that. You've done an excellent job at booking, but we have done a bad job of thinking about when we need to film stuff.
Yeah, and that's podcast math, dude. And not only is math hard, but podcasting math is double hard.
Yeah,
And
man, full-
because podcasting is hard
Full
too.
disclosure, these Christmas episodes, we're kind of throwing them together last minute. Not that we didn't plan. We totally had a great
We
plan.
had a great plan, but we ran out of time.
But
man.
we didn't think about when we had to film the stuff for it to be ready for Christmas because we focused so hard on Halloween. And that was probably a little too close to Halloween.
So yeah, actually, while we're talking about it, I'd like to take a moment to just apologize because we went hard for Halloween, dude, and then
I forgive you.
And we're not going to be able to match energy for Christmas. We just aren't.
You know, it's fun to watch us grow and stuff. And I
That's
think
the point of the whole-
Halloween
That's
was very
that is
easy.
the whole point of the podcast
That's
is
why
to
we
watch
started
it
this
happen.
thing.
Halloween was just easy. I
Yeah.
knew we were going to knock that out of the park pretty easy because all of us have
Yeah. So
similar
we'll go a
interests.
little less hard for Halloween next year and go extra hard for
Yeah.
Christmas, right?
I'm not hard on us because
Stop it, you.
it's our first year.
Stop it, you.
Our first year doing
You
it.
sick man.
And we did great for Halloween, and we now absolutely, unequivocally know that we got to start filming Christmas in August
Yes.
and Halloween in like July or June even.
I didn't think we did Halloween that bad, but in order to get Halloween and Christmas done, you've got to push it all back another 6 weeks. So yeah, you're not wrong.
And just saying real fast, I'm sorry to cut you off, but you guys stay tuned because next Halloween we have some stuff in treat for
And like you said, we're going to shoot it in June.
Yep.
So
Yep,
it's
Jane-
going to be good.
Coming next October from Ready Set Radio, J-Dub's OnlyFans.
Our productions.
Hey, easy.
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 But anyway, speaking to growth specifically, we got an offer,
Ooh,
and maybe not an offer, but interest in doing a live on location version of this podcast. And that was a bit more of a pause, but I was trying to choose the right words. But your button use there was perfect.
Yeah, so basically I was hanging out downtown at a really cool venue and I was talking to a really awesome booker promoter and his marketing manager and
yeah, somebody we've dealt with. But
because I've been so proud of this dumb little podcast we've been doing, I was like, hey man, I don't know if you know this yet, but we're doing a podcast. Check it out. And I showed him the intro, actually the David's intro. We were all 80s style, and he laughed and he loved it, and he told the guy apparently they've been looking for maybe something like.
How much of that did he actually watch? Did you was it
the whole intro before all the way through the intro of the not the whole episode, just from the pre-intro through the intro, and he was laughing about that whole.
It was a good
yeah,
episode.
he mentioned it, and they told me to see if we thought it might be something we want to try, and I think it's definitely something we could try as long as people are interested in it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what a live on location version of this looks like, but we can stream live from here. So
yeah, well, that's
let's
why
just move all this there.
That's kind of why I was bringing it up in the interest of growth and having our viewers watch us grow and figure it out. I thought maybe we should talk about that here for a while and see what we think it should look like, and or at least like a dream version. Like if we wanted to go. If we didn't have to worry about how many people were going to show up because it was going to be a packed house regardless, if we didn't have to worry about how many crew members we're going to need because everybody's already in, if we had everything we needed, what would that look like?
Well,
I'm curious to see what everybody thinks.
We would have if we were going to get into that scenario, then our episode would have to be on its A game.
It would.
Because the last thing
it absolutely would.
Can I throw a couple?
Not yet. I'm still talking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But not only would we have to do the show,
you did interrupt him.
Not only would we have to, I'm gonna start telling you guys because you both do it. Not only do we have to bring our A game, but we have to bring our tech's A game also. And now I want to hear what J-Dub has to say.
Oh, thank you for passing the mic.
There
I
you
appreciate
go,
it.
bud.
Yeah. See, we're getting better at this. So I was thinking about let's up the ante a little bit in this hypothetical situation. How would a New Year's Eve live podcast sound?
Man, don't get my nipples hard on camera, bro.
Let's do it. Oh my God!
Hey, you know what I think that deserves?
Bangarang! That's a damn fine idea, J-Dubs. I would love to build it into that.
I think we have a new segment, little sound clip for the intro.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Yeah.
No, actually, I need that as a button.
I love that idea, but what were we talking about? What would that look like? What would a live on location episode of this podcast look like? The Ready Set Radio show. Even like if that's going to be our like top of the line dream, we want to work to that and have it by next year or whatever. Then what would that look like?
Then we would need a
budget.
We would need a live on location / New Year's Eve relevant guest.
That's interesting to think about.
I'm glad. I like the idea that the New Year's thing stuck.
Yeah, it did. Now think of a guest that's worthy.
Do you think I'd mention my nipples if it wasn't?
We'd have to have the mayor of Greensboro.
The mayor of Greensboro.
We'd be doing it in Winston.
No.
The mayor of Winston.
There you go. Now you're thinking. But
Alan Joyce?
We would have to pull out some stops,
know.
man. Think like Johnny Carson or David Letterman.
How about two guys named Chris?
But our scale. You want to get two guys named Chris on our show?
Bro, that would be awesome.
Hey, two guys named Chris. This is Floaty from the Ready Set Radio podcast. I'm challenging you. I dare you. I double dog firehouse dare you to come on our show live on location at a to be determined location in Winston-Salem. Because I got no clout, baby.
Nice. We can use that. But okay,
I will send that to their show.
I dare you, J-Dubs. I dare you. I double dog.
Bro, I have no shame.
All right. We'll do that. I want to do that. We're going to follow up about whether or not J-Dubs actually does that. So a New Year's Eve worthy guest would be a must, right? We would have to have our tech people on their A game.
Yep.
That's a must. We would have to be on our podcast A game. That's a must.
Which is the only questionable part.
I was about to say that'd probably be the hardest thing of the whole deal.
Would we have a Ready Set Radio musical performance?
Why not?
Yeah. Would it include you and I?
Why not?
For the whole thing, but not all of it?
Who knows?
Some of it, but not all of it?
I'll say the idea's there. Who knows?
I think we should take it old school, like the Arsenio Hall show and In Living Color, and have a musical guest.
What if we did musical guests?
Ooh.
Hey.
Yeah.
Some singers.
A sit-down talk guest and a musical guest every episode.
Hey.
That's kind of cool.
What if
you guys like that idea?
What if the sit-down talk guest also was the performer?
Then we just bring on two other people.
Yeah.
Everybody comes.
Today, welcome to the Ready Set Radio podcast. Today on the show we have everyone.
No, I really think it would be a cool idea to just read the room and pick from the room live time.
I mean, we could try it.
I wonder, man, because if you're talking about a podcast and we like it's podcasting is hard, and when you get a guest that doesn't have that talk, and like
No, then we roast them and send them on their way and pick someone else.
And then we have to deal with it's a live version of this podcast, and we don't get to edit out all the just things, not bad things, just like me sitting here going
yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a lot to consider. There's a lot to consider.
This is my opinion of someone, my impression of someone in the audience of the first time we tried to do this, and it's like, okay, they're really strong. The intro sounds great.
No.
Oh, okay, the opening line was great. I know who everybody is now. Cool. Wait, what happened?
I think I think involving the audience is a great idea, but I don't think that's the way to do it. I think we should have like how when you see a news report and they have the anchors in at the desk in the place, and then they go to somebody who's on location. Like we would, even though we're on location, we would be in the chairs, but then we would go to somebody else who's got a wireless microphone, and they're talking to somebody in the crowd for just a little blip.
Well, yeah, that would probably be me.
That's something.
I'm cool with that.
Or
it
I'll
could
tell you
be, but
something
also
else.
you're the producer and need to be changing cameras, and that's still going to be a part of it.
Yeah, true.
So like, we still need that. We would.
Well,
need,
I'll tell
that's why
you-
we need more tech
Or Mr.
people.
Jason.
We could very well just do kind of like how you sign up for karaoke. Instead of signing up to sing, we just put something at our merch booth, because I'm sure Ready Set Radio will have a merch booth set up.
Yep, there's an idea worth a push pin.
So, with that being said, if someone wants to, come on live while we do our podcast, they can sign up for it, and that way we know who wants to do it. And that also gives us a chance to kind of pre-screen them,
Yeah.
kind of ask them some, like questions off gate, like, hey,
Yeah.
where you from? You got any cool stories? You're
But
not
see,
a serial killer.
that's
You're
not necessarily
you're not
a
drunk
bad
and
idea.
belligerent.
That's not a bad idea if we get to doing this live on location often. If we're doing it a lot, then maybe that's something we could start trying to explore. But I think for right now, we're looking at a singular event. Like,
Yeah.
let's just talk about it as a singular event, just to see what it would look like, because we'd have music somehow. In the music of the Ready Set Radio band, you and I would be involved to a degree, but then we would come and sit down and start talking to a guest, and we would have a guest, and maybe then on top of that a musical guest, and
I still think it'd be cool to have a comedian or two come on.
that would be great. I'd
Local
love that.
comedians.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We're all fans of comedians.
Yeah, I think we should have comedians on the show already. J-Dubs, what the hell?
Let's just be a podcast that only has comedians on it, dude. I'm okay with that. But they got to talk about music too.
Well, I'm just
that's the
really
thing. We're-
excited by the idea, and I want to see.
Ready,
I want to
Set,
see.
Radio- oh, sorry.
J-Dubs, tell me what camera we're at, because I want to talk to the people. I want to see
There you are. This one right here.
over here. I want you guys to get back with us. I want you to let us know what you think if we were to do this podcast live on location, and maybe you wanted to see that. What might that look like? Would it look like a Late Night with Jimmy Fallon kind of thing where the band is involved, or is it like a musical act, or you've heard us talking about it. You've heard some of our ideas. What do you guys think?
Not for
I wanna
nothing.
know.
What would make you get up and actually show up to the event?
Yeah. I want to know what you guys think, and hopefully, most, if not a lot of you, are in the area. You could actually come and see it.
If you want to see Floaty in a tutu playing a violin, which he's probably never done, please let us know.
Or you could go to www. Oh, wait. Not check out my Facebook.
That's not this podcast. Wrong pod. With that being said, let's go to this commercial.
That commercial right there?
That one?
Is that one? All right, let's go to it.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
ReadySetRadio.com. Let's get some merch. Yeah, merch.
I'm gonna let it slide this time.
I'm so sorry.
Hot damn, let's do it.
Welcome back to the Ready Set Radio podcast.
I want a Rodney Dangerfield. I get no respect button.
It's not no respect.
You know what, J-Dubs? You can have another button when you learn how to make a button.
It's measurable. I love you, J-Dubs. I do.
If anybody's looking for a production job for a podcast, please hit these two clowns up.
My elf on this shelf won't stay put. Welcome back. Thank you for checking out that commercial.
That probably was the commercial.
J-Dubs said that we need to make a commercial about our next episode, the next one we're going to film, because we're going to have as many people that are involved in the entire Ready Set Radio project and family and friends here at the same time.
Yeah.
See, I was going to ask about that. Is it family and friends?
We love you, bro.
I appreciate it.
Just stop having ideas.
Yeah.
Slow down. Yeah. And for God's sake, don't push another goddamn button. No, I'm kidding.
But on
push
that,
the buttons. They're there for it.
on the token of more commercials, what I think we need to do is start doing them sitting here. We should come up with commercials that we could do right here and film them live and reuse them. Check out this commercial, and it cuts to this of us going, "Hi, we're Ready Set Radio, and you should buy a shirt. Go to ReadySetRadio.com. Click on the shop tab. Hot coffee." Your elf won't stay up. I have that problem.
Hold on. So it's magic. All right. Anybody knows about these guys? You can't hold on 1 second.
What?
Set them somewhere in my arm's reach.
I'm gonna need more beer.
Oh my God, dude, this motherfucker is looking at me.
The Wiccan chicken?
Yeah, now look at your camera angle.
The wicked chicken.
He bumped into that table and that camera walked across the floor away from you.
The fans want to see you, Dubs. I want to see you, Dubs.
I'm so sorry.
Hey, man, does your team still have a chance to make the playoffs?
Yep.
Yeah. What's that feel like?
It's nice.
I mean, only one team's been eliminated so far.
No, we beat San Fran, so I'm like thoroughly.
Yeah, the list.
No,
for the,
excuse me. Yeah, we did beat San Fran, and we beat Miami.
Yeah, I think the list for the Saints to make the playoffs just says every other team lose out.
Same thing. For
Yeah.
us. I tell you what, though, we're looking a little better. We're looking like a team again.
Yeah, we.
You know, gave Kansas City, man, made them work for it.
Yeah, it's not been the most depressing football the last 2 weeks, but
Yeah.
it still ain't amazing.
Had some positive things to think about. It was nice.
I did watch that Packers Dolphins game though.
It was a good game. I will go ahead and tell you, those boys from Miami weren't ready for that cold.
There was a moment, like a 5 or 10 minute, about a 10-minute stretch in the third quarter that was a snooze fest.
Yeah.
With a bunch of penalties and stuff, and it wasn't no action, but like it was a pretty good game. I didn't watch anything else on Thanksgiving. This is post Thanksgiving, but I didn't watch any other football on Thanksgiving.
To be quite honest, man, with Aiden playing basketball now, I've really got into basketball now that I've sat down and watched the practices, them practice. I'm starting to understand basketball a lot more than I did originally.
Good old Rhinos, man. How they doing? What's their record?
The boys work really
They work
hard.
real hard. The
work-
kids put everything they got
They
into
do.
every game.
You know what? I'm going to come right out and say it. I've never, and you guys let me know. I don't know, Beard, if you played sports. I know Floaty did. But have you ever heard of a school hiring a coach to come in and coach a sport, and then those coaches charging for practice?
Charging who?
The players.
How much?
$20 a practice.
Does that money go to jerseys and Gatorade?
No,
and
it
shit
goes
like
to
that?
them.
As their fee?
Yeah.
Is it coming through the school or directly from the
No,
coach?
it's coming from the parents to the coaches.
Does the school know about it?
Yes.
I've never heard of that before.
Me neither.
Neither have I.
I've heard of them asking parents for some money for like
Or booster clubs.
jerseys and trophies and things like that to help pay for that
Yeah,
stuff.
booster stuff.
Yeah, but not their
Yeah,
salaries.
the coaches. So apparently the school, either I guess they didn't pay or didn't, because they have 6 coaches, and
Is
that's
this
the
public, private, or a charter school?
This is a magnet school, so it's kind of like
It's
a
like a
private.
charter
you have
school.
you have to be voted in. Yes, so they're technically not on.
But you don't pay
County
money
school.
just for them to go there.
I didn't have to know. You
Yeah,
have
that's
to be
charter
voted on,
school.
but they have school uniforms that have to be bought, like all the sports stuff. I spent for cheerleading for my daughter was $445.
Whew.
One season. Get ready, Beard.
Any of that stuff reusable next season?
It better be.
It better be, right? Jeez.
It better be. Or
You know it ain't. She gonna be like 3 inches taller.
Oh,
than
that's
you.
cool. That's cool. Courtney's got a cricket. I will remake everything. And that's the sad part. The stuff, it's like $25 a shirt, and it's, sorry, some soccer mom in her third bedroom that's not being used with a cricket machine pumping this stuff out and charging concert t-shirt
Is that really
prices.
where it's being made?
Yeah, dude.
We are in the wrong market, bro.
Yeah, dude.
$30 a shirt. I'm buying a cricket tomorrow.
And it's that, like, it's not like this that's been screen printed. It's like that cheap Etsy shine.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
That's crap. That's real crap.
Yeah, like the track suit, like Aiden's
See,
warm
like
up.
I get that stuff in in certain like public schools that have like the less amount of money coming from the state that need help to make shirts, and they sell shirts to pay for trips to Charlotte to compete in competitions, and they sell shirts to pay for whatever the things they need in the stuff, but not to just be a part of it.
Well,
you know what I mean, like I never had to pay for a jersey to play football or basketball.
There's a cool little twist to the story. So of course now I'm a soccer dad / basketball dad, / cheer dad,
Sports dad.
Yeah, sports dad. So I got up with the rest of the parents, and we just put together our own practice for the kids, and the kids did that over the Thanksgiving break. So they still got their practices in, and we kept our money.
Damn it!
You better get in that timeout.
Let me
You
finish
better get
pouring
in that
this.
timeout.
I'm going.
As part of timeout,
hold
you
on.
don't get to take it with you.
He did catch himself. He said
I can't
the
remember if I said
F-U-C.
this
He actually let it out, though. He's got to go. Them's the rules. I mean, I know we make the rules, but them's the rules.
I'm gonna go sit in timeout. I just didn't say when.
All right, look, I won't
I ain't
shame
even got my
him.
phone. Make sure you start a 2-minute timer for him.
I'm not gonna
I don't
shame
have
him.
it. My phone's over there filming his
I wasn't
face.
talking to you.
Oh, I'll just go sit there and as long as I want.
Start a 2-minute timer for him.
I'm sorry, I said the F word, guys.
Leave your drink.
Nope.
Nice.
All right.
So, J-Dubs, what do you think about doing this live podcast thing, man? Like,
I think it would be a lot of fun. I think it would be new and original in a lot of ways.
yeah,
I think it would be mixing like a late night TV show.
yeah.
With
You think that's how we should do it? Like late night with Jimmy Fallon, where Jimmy Fallon and guest maybe, although we've got 2 hosts, would be like the behind the desk, and then you've got a guest or a musical, whatever, and then the band as well.
Yeah. And like I said, have other people on too, you know what I'm saying, to kind of fill the spots.
Yeah.
And also to break up the monotony, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It'll add something fresh. That's why, a comedian or something to that effect,
Yeah.
I think would go over really good.
Yeah, I feel like there's some kind of comedy thing happening right now. Like it's such a big deal right now. Everybody loves a stand-up comedian. There's so many of them
Well,
that
there's
have
been
gotten
so much going
popular
on
lately.
There's
you
been
know?
so
Yeah.
much going on in the world, and people just like that moment of laughter. You know what I'm saying? It's a way to, it's therapeutic to laugh. It's good to laugh.
It is good to laugh.
It's good to just laugh for no reason.
How far out have you got our guests booked?
We are booked all the way up until.
Don't give me dates. Say how many weeks.
We're booked until 2025. We've been that way for weeks.
Yeah, that's only 4 weeks.
You
Okay.
answered your own question.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted you to say how long it was going to be. Like we've been,
4 weeks out.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's put some comedians on. Let's get some
Okay.
comedians in here. I think that's a great idea.
I actually got to go and check out a place in Greensboro. It's called the Idiot Box.
Nice.
They used to be middle of downtown, right across from Natty Green's.
Mm-hmm.
Really nice place, 2 stories. And then the owner, she found a new place. I've actually thought about reaching out to the owner and having her on the podcast.
That would be great.
Yes.
That would be great.
Place is gorgeous. She's done an
I've been
amazing
to
job.
another place in Greensboro I know about it, the Comedy Zone. Is that still there?
Yes. That's more like for your professional, your pro.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have it's like 30, 40, 50 some dollars, and they have a per drink minimum. You have to have 2 drinks.
Right.
Yeah, and I think that's just to get everyone loosened up. And they have great food, but if
Yeah,
you're
I've been
looking
there a
for-
couple of times. I like that spot a lot.
Yeah, but if you're looking for something more quaint and something more, I don't want to say the somewhere else tavern feel, but that homey feel.
Yeah.
And also, man, I was blown away with some of the local talent that's in the Triad that
All right,
no
cool.
one knows about.
Well, yeah, we'll start at the Idiot Box and hopefully work our way up.
And I love the name too.
Yeah.
I love the name, the Idiot Box.
Yeah, that's a great name for a comedy place. I
And
love that.
her name escapes me right now, but she used to be a news anchor on a local news station, and she quit that to start the comedy club.
Interesting.
Yes. And when they have improv night, because you can just go in there and sign up like you would for karaoke and go up there and do your bit. And some of them, you're like,
Yeah.
ooh, that was rough.
Ooh, bomb.
And then others, you're like, oh my God, this dude should be, this dude should be playing stadiums. Like there was the dude that finished out the night. Hilarious, dude. Like he had like this Chris Tucker with, I don't know, like a Jim Carrey like kind of spill on it. Like it was, oh dude, it was great. He took all the famous comedians and put it all together with that like swag. It was great, man. He had the whole room dying.
Get us some comedians in here.
I definitely will.
Yeah.
I definitely will. I think you're good, Floats. Are you alive, bro?
He might have fallen in. Fell in. Did you fall in?
There he is.
Was you pooping?
The podcast is just way easier in there.
I love how you leaned into my mic to say that.
Yeah, I thought something else was going down.
Man, you guys are entertaining. Let me run the buttons. I dare you to say the F word. It's nice in there. That was great. Yeah, comedians do that, Dubs.
Welcome back, Floaty.
I'm glad I thought of it.
That's why you make the big bucks.
Just because they're this big.
Doesn't mean they're not made out of cardboard.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna be doing our Christmas episode next week with all of our people.
Yeah,
It'll be fun.
It's gonna be fun. We're gonna party it up.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm not even quite sure what it's gonna look like, but we're gonna do our best to make it as quality as we've made everything else, and hopefully you'll enjoy us watching us get together, and we might even make some footage out at the company party happen. I think that'd be good.
Are we
for
doing
sure.
a Secret Santa?
That's
Has that been talked about?
It's been talked about between Floaty and I a couple of times.
I thought we
should
had
do a
mentioned
dirty Santa.
I thought we mentioned it to everybody, but now it's like a week. So let's put it in the thread, see if anybody wants to do it. I have a gift ready to go because it was for last year that never happened.
Oh wow. See, I'm having a hard time with that because I don't, and I'm pretty broke.
Just grab something from around the house.
I already had my hand in creating a gift to the world this
There you
year,
go.
so-
Just bring a picture of your kid.
Do you have any more of the Ready Set Radio ornaments?
No.
That would be hilarious.
Everybody got theirs weeks before you, dude.
I had those custom made last year for Christmas gifts, and unfortunately, I didn't see J-Dubs for weeks afterwards.
Yeah,
so
for those of you that haven't
he got
seen
his
it yet.
once all the Christmas stuff got put up. Did you find it again this year? Did you put it up?
Yeah.
That's a no.
That's a definite no.
It was in the car when he sold it.
Yeah.
He broke it.
I don't know. After it hit me in the face, I had.
Yeah, for those who haven't seen it, J-Dubs made his first appearance with us back when this show was previously called Floaty and the Beard. I don't know what episode number it is, but if you go back on our YouTube, you can find it.
Yeah.
And you can see him actually receive his first Christmas gift from WRSR LLC.
You didn't actually keep it after that?
Yeah, I did, and it was a vulgar display of power.
A Vogurt.
I love yogurt.
Yogurt display of power, bro.
I went German for a minute. The vulgar, yeah.
Hey, not for nothing, and math being math, that was your idea. It was your idea to get hit in the face with it. Just
Look
so-
at that.
yeah.
I was producing before I was producing.
Yeah.
And you were like, smack me in the face with it, bro. It's funnier.
Yeah. And it was. And we kept that.
Why do you think I asked for 3 takes, dude?
I was about to say, I was
had it
actually
one.
waiting. Can you do it again just one more time with a little bit more tear this time?
You're not selling it, man.
Show me the money.
No, that's not going to work. You got to wipe the old tears away.
Fresh tears.
Hey guys,
Fresh
speaking
tears.
speaking of fantasy booking a New Year's Eve live version of this show, what about our actual New Year's Eve show this year? We haven't talked about this year's New Year's Eve episode. I don't know what day New
did.
Year's Eve, but
Well, let's start there. J-Dubs, if you
Actually-
would pull up the calendar on the computer real quick, and let's find out what day of the week New Year's is, and let's
just click on the date down there at the
yeah.
bottom right, all the way to the right.
bottom right, other and
Your other right.
I'm left-handed. All right.
Then you should know that
What's
it's
the 31st?
Yeah.
Tuesday. It's a fucking Tuesday. Damn it!
Got him again. All right, so
Man.
now that Floaty brought that up and Floaty went to the penalty box, let's talk about something completely different.
Yes.
Womp, 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 womp. Hilarious.
So yeah, we definitely have some great stuff coming up, man. We've been putting in some work. And,
Yeah. Wait, so what was it he said about the New Year's thing?
I wasn't listening. You weren't either.
Yeah, I guess not.
Oh yeah, the episode for New Year's. I had the idea that I told y'all before about putting together a compilation of all the funniest moments we've had from day one to New Year's.
Well, that's fair, but like
But that's a lot of work, and we've discussed work here. And
That
it's-
is a lot of work, and
it's poison.
and it doesn't span the whole year. So like, I think we got to do that next year. We don't have enough. We don't have like an episode for every week for the whole year. We only started in like. This is what, episode 15?
No, you just
and we've
take-
got a bunch of Floaty in the Beard stuff, but
Yeah. And it's to show like from where it started, the growth, getting the station. This actually starting the growth from that.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe that's one thing.
Yeah.
Who do you have? Do we have guests already booked for that week already? Don't we? Because you said we're up till 2025.
Yeah, my phone's over there.
All right. Well, and I don't
have it
want
in
you
front of me.
saying the name on the episode anyway. So like,
Right.
we're gonna have to figure out who that is and whether or not that's a New Year's. Is that a New Year's?
It starts over every time you open the door.
Get back in there. So we got to
Children.
figure out who that is and whether or not that's who we want for New Year's, and hopefully it is. But I don't know.
I was about to say, if it's already booked, what am I going to tell them?
I messed up. The guys don't like you. Go away.
No. Well, I guess we do owe somebody now. It's been anyway.
No. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I'm still salty about today.
About to. Oh yeah. No.
Yeah. Sorry.
Don't be salty, man. Because like it is what it is. Like I told you, man. It's not on you. It's not. You did your damnedest, and it's not on you.
Well, most
And-
mortal man cower in the
Sure.
the face of greatness.
Yeah, sure. And there is that, but also, like that means we don't ever have to worry about having him as or them,
Yeah. Anyway.
So it is what it is,
Yeah.
Let it be. Don't feel bad about it because it's not on you. Just move forward.
Real fast, you guys, let us know what you would like to see a show on. If you have an episode idea or someone that you know that would fit
That's a
this,
comedian.
or a comedian, or they think they're a comedian, or if you think you're a comedian, hit me up. Come on the show.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Also, let us know about your live on location ideas too. We talked about that, but I want to reiterate that because there is a possibility.
Not for nothing. I love the Beard and J-Dub show. That shit's funny. I'm a fan. Let me subscribe. Hold on. I'm going to mash that bell button so I get notifications
Yes,
too.
and you should too.
Yeah,
right
ready-
now. I'm not going to stop until you do it right now. If you haven't done it,
Oh, you
do
know
it
what?
now.
While we're talking about that, I just want to let every one of our viewers know that we have a very nice bottle of bourbon in the cabinet right now.
Oh, I forgot
a
about the
very,
bottle.
a nice, expensive bottle of bourbon that we're going to break out when we get to 100 viewers. At the moment of this recording, we are at 84. If
Yeah,
we
we
get
need
to,
y'all.
84 viewers.
we get to 100, and you're going to see us get sloshed
Yeah, tell your friends as if we were going to share it with you. Like
on
just
some really good bourbon.
Yeah.
really, really good. Hey, Dubs, you want to switch seats? I don't know what button does what. What's this one do? Oh, that makes sense. It says boo. What,
Oh no,
What's this
Lodi, I like it over here. I, think
what
I'm
does this one do?
I wish to God I'd have changed it to the other screen where it said
Hey, Floaty, how about this?
Yes. Oh, man. Aha, you totally said it by accident.
See, and now it's a conspiracy.
That's the camera angle right there, right? So let me,
Yeah.
all right, hold
Or
on.
just do number one. Do camera one.
Why does it smell so bad?
I took a There's a reason the first break was longer than the second break, pal. Isn't it nice in there,
That's
though?
hilarious.
So anyway, I had an idea in there about New Year's Eve while you guys were talking about New Year's Eve. What if we did it like Dick Clark's Rockin' Eve, where we do some performances of songs. We do like a top 5 or 10 or something like that. And we keep cutting to it as we have segments. Instead of having like a commercial here or a building a Lego there, we cut to, let's see what's happening over at the music side of the station.
I just had an idea. Huh? What if for a segment during the live show, we roast you and the Beard? Could you handle it?
Isn't that just a regular episode of the Ready Set Radio podcast?
That's a very good point. That's a very good point.
I welcome all comedians. Roast me, roast Beard, roast Dubs, roast the whole show. I want to know what people don't like about our show, and I know people are like they're kind of slow to do that if they're like good people, and we haven't got a lot of haters yet. I'm not asking you to hate on the show, but like let us know like what sucks about our show. Is it?
Yeah.
I know that I used to trail off at the end of my sentences and not have a consistent volume, and I still kind of suck at it. I say the F word too much, but that's why we have timeout. And that right there, Beard.
That's better.
That's right. Now you get to run the buttons.
Bro, that was like 45
I know.
seconds.
That wasn't 2
Yeah, I'm
minutes.
sorry. I just really had to pee.
He was like, beep. Let me go take a leak. You could have just been, let's take a break,
You're number 4.
I was just cycling through them.
Okay.
You were number 4, but the camera angle's all messed up.
Yeah, because
Somebody slammed into it. I need a beer, and we got to switch seats on 3. 1,
Ready.
2, 3, break.
break.
Might have overdid it. Okay, so now that we've gotten all our seats back and we're back into the workflow, let's go back to New Year's. because I missed the last part of the conversation while I was in there. And to be honest, I wasn't even listening because I just really had to pee. So what was it you were saying about New Year's?
I was like, what if we did it like a Dick Clark's Rockin' Eve, where we cut to some performances of some songs and stuff, and like,
Yeah.
I think that'd be kind of cool. I don't know how that logistically happens, but we can definitely think about that. And
Yeah,
then, and then next year, I think the best of the year is the way to go.
Yeah.
I agreed with because we haven't had a whole year yet.
Yeah.
Let's wait on that.
Yeah.
But I love the best
I mean,
of.
if you count Floaty and the Beard, we're close to a whole
Close.
year. But I would rather it be all under the same banner. So I
Agreed.
think that's next year.
And not only do I want to do a New Year's recap, I want us to plan something for our 1 year anniversary. Also, not the same kind of thing, but something just to commemorate the 1 year of us doing the Ready Set Radio podcast.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
this has
with that.
been, it's been fun. It's been a great time. It's been a learning experience. It's been stressful. It's been a lot of different things. But I love my Sundays, and mine's a little more hectic than you guys because I have to go work in the morning and run sound. But I look forward to Sundays, even when I'm tired. Like, I know we're at least going to have a couple hours of having a good time with two really good friends. And
I'm with it.
I hope, and it seems like some people like it, and I hope other people tune in and kind of find something to stick around for, whether it be our dumb humor or our cool guests or some music. Maybe you like the band. Maybe you saw us out somewhere. Now you're tuning into the podcast thinking it's going to be like the show you saw at your local venue.
Yeah.
Sorry to
or maybe
disappoint
it's
you.
or maybe it's a Halloween movie or a documentary or something else we've made. Or
But if you're checking this out, thanks. Thanks for just watching the video, even if you're not subscribed. I appreciate you taking a few minutes out of your day to watch some video about, us talking about Christmas.
yeah.
and other random things. Hey, J-Dubs, I was wondering, man, when you were a kid, what was your favorite Christmas gift? I just wanted to pour this beer. I wanted to stop
Okay,
talking.
so I was real big into micro machines, and
Dude.
I got the aircraft carrier.
I haven't thought about micro machines in years. Holy crap. What a blast from the past, J-Dubs. Nice name, dude. Nice name right there. Heck yeah, dude. Wow.
Yeah, that and one Christmas.
Man, they just don't make toys like they used to, huh?
No, they don't.
Well, I mean-
have y'all seen the
Cell phones, that's the new toy.
They did Hot Wheels and they flipped them over, and they did from like 1992 to like 3 years ago, and the amount of detail has gone away from like the cars and stuff.
Has it really?
Yes,
That's a bummer.
yes.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason why there's a whole lot of old Hot Wheels that are worth a buttload of money.
Yep.
I
Same
love
with Legos.
Dude, when I was a kid, I was a fan of die-cast cars, man. I had myself a collection. I liked
Me too.
I liked them all. I didn't
Every
have a
boy
brand.
did.
I collected Hot Wheels. I collected Matchbook, and or Matchbox, and I collected Micro Machines. I had fewer Micro Machines than I had the other stuff
I always got lost
because
They were
I'd
so
always lose
small.
them. But do you guys remember the Micro Machines where they had the little Micro Machine car about yay big, and then it would open up, and an even freaking tinier car would come out of it.
Nice save.
Those things were awesome. I know.
Nice save.
I don't want to go back to the bathroom.
Or remember the
It's a
Hot
penalty
Wheels?
boxes.
The Crash Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
They would have the side that would
The
turn
damage?
like you could hit them together and it would like flip over and it would be like a damaged
Yeah,
side.
the first time I ever saw that mechanism where you could the little damage on a toy was He-Man. There was a He-Man
Nice.
and Skeletor where they're chess pieces. You could hit it, it'd rotate and have damage, and then you could hit it again, and it had even more damage.
It's funny that you mentioned the damage because like that I never got one of those. I remember having a car and I was like, he got into a wreck and I want him to look damaged. So I went and I
beat it up
scratched him with a hammer, dude. I was
yeah, I did that shit too.
You had to have a crash scene.
You had to have a
to.
crash scene,
Yeah.
man. One of your cars
Dude.
needs to be mangled at all times.
Dude, ask me what I did.
Yes, that's such a boy thing.
Ask me what I did to 6 Hot Wheels cars the day I got my monster truck Bigfoot. Dude.
What did you do to 6 Hot Wheels cars? That
flattened them.
My dad had a
vice. You flattened them in a vice.
cranked
you
them
didn't
down,
even grit the,
and I
oh,
stacked
man.
them up, and I built little sand ramps.
You didn't even get the. You didn't even get
Dude,
them
and had
hammer. You-
Hours of
my
fun.
my youth was wasted by us not having camera phones. Like I
Yep.
did a lot of cool stuff that I wish that I could have filmed. Like with my toys, I was all about setting up scenes and then acting out this whole storyline. And like in my head, this is the scene where this happens,
Yeah.
and I go over here and do this. I was always writing
It's-
stories.
That's the problem these days, man. In your head, that doesn't exist anymore.
Right.
Hey,
Apparently.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you, Floaty's brain is genius.
Yeah.
We would have never
He's a
had
special.
the chicken.
He's a special kind
The
for sure.
chicken would have never happened.
He's a special kind for sure.
Yeah,
I've often told you that I'd love to see your brain projected onto a screen so that I can see what the hell you're thinking.
that's just
What's that Jim Carrey movie?
it's just undiagnosed ADHD, bipolar. Like my brain doesn't work right, and sometimes it's very bad. You've seen me in some bad moments. Where
Yeah.
my brain likes to tell me that
Even
I'm not-
recently, yeah.
I'm not good enough, and the things I do isn't enough, and that I'm not doing enough.
I think in order to have the true spark of original genius requires a level, like you have to be unbalanced to acquire
Yes,
that
right.
on one end, but the other end of it is being tortured by your own brain.
Yeah, and finding no joy in anything that's not creative.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I'm-
And I think we all suffer that to a point.
yeah, I'm very, very good at my 9 to, it's not even 9 to 5, my day job. I'm
Right.
very, very good at it, but I'm not into it, man. Like at all. And it's not that I don't like the place that I work. I like the place I work. I like the people that I work with, but just that job
Doing that work, yeah.
does nothing for me.
Feel you, dude.
Yeah.
You got to learn how to be Batman and Bruce Wayne.
It's just counting minutes for me, dude. Sometimes it's just counting minutes, like, and that's just the worst way to live for me, man. Like, I really enjoy the first 30 minutes of work.
Yeah.
Like when you first get there, hey, how's it going? How was your night? Well, how was your weekend? Blah blah blah. Cool. Blah, blah. And then when you get into work and you're just like, man, this is not where I need to be. This is not where I want to be.
So you're just running in
The
circles.
wheel,
Yeah,
the
it's
wheel
just
is never
monotony.
ending.
Yeah.
The wheel is
Yeah.
never ending, and you just got to keep running, and that's
Yep. But I do. Overall, I like my job, but I don't like being there. Like if I could do that job without having to, can we just like talk for 30 minutes on Zoom each morning, but you pay me for the whole day? That'd be fine.
yeah.
We get our hi, how you
If
do.
only that got the job done. You know what I mean?
Hey, and in some circles, people do get paid to do that.
That's true. Not in my circle.
Yeah.
Big money, too.
Theoretically, we go long enough and a crew of an audience vast enough, we could just do this for money.
Yeah, and then Mr. Jason turns me on to some jobs. Like last night, I went out and ran sound at a local brewery.
Hot damn, let's do it.
And I, that's definitely more in tune with the kind of work that I could do and be enjoyed. Like I wish that I could spend 8 hours or 40 hours a week. No, scratch that. 24 hours a day working on nothing but Ready Set Radio. That'd be fantastic. But that's just not real life, you know.
Yeah, that's really not.
Jobs aside, I have family responsibilities and I have relationship responsibilities, and so do you guys, and we're doing the best we can. And like I have to tell you, like I know we're only at like 84 subscribers right now. When I saw that 84, I was overjoyed.
Yeah.
I love that 84 people liked at least something of our channel enough to go subscribe.
Yeah, I want to see this, anything they put out every time they put it out. Yeah.
Or at least I'd like for this to come across my screen again at some point.
Yeah.
Whether they click notifications or not, I don't know, because we don't know how to look at all that stuff every week. And if you guys know how to check out all our algorithms and all our statistics and stuff, let us know.
It's in the YouTube analytics.
Yeah, I don't care.
Well, I know how.
As long as we're reaching people.
Yeah.
I actually didn't
And
know.
we are, so it's good.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I did pull up the stats on was it TikTok the other day when we had that one video that was blowing up in a couple hours and stuff, and I was just trying to kind of understand how you get 2,000 views in like a few hours, but no new followers. Like it boggles my mind how that works.
Yeah.
And I was trying to look at it because like it'll break it down by like this many people watched for 3 seconds, and people watched for 10 seconds, blah 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 blah.
Yeah. That's what you got to pay attention to.
Right. And we got to figure out like what are the things people are liking from our channel, and then like front load the stuff. That's the stuff that we need to front load everything with.
Pretty much.
So basically, us just making fun of J-Dubs needs to be the beginning of every video.
None of the videos that have done well have been the ones where we're making fun of him.
I'm just making fun of him now.
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. Let's do it.
He didn't know if that conversation was getting more serious or if it was getting a little lighter.
Not at all. Not at all. But yeah, no, that's how I've been looking at the analytics. You find out, you take the best viewing video that you've got, you find out how many people watched it, where they found it, how long they watched it, and then you pay attention to the part that everybody watched, and less to the part that nobody watched, and figure out why they watched that part, and then do your best to replicate that in all of your other content.
It was because of Danger.
Maybe not all of it, but yeah.
It was because Danger and Monster are more entertaining than me.
Well, yeah, I think
Those
we all
dudes
knew
were
that.
awesome.
Those dudes were awesome. I can't wait to do something else with those guys on their show. I want to have them back on our show.
Yeah.
Because that was just a great conversation. We could we don't have to like go over their show again when they come on and just have a great conversation with some two cool dudes. But people liked that episode. I thoroughly enjoyed the conversation, and
Yeah.
I'm glad we were able to do a two-parter.
Part 1 has done exceptionally well. Part 2 not quite so much, but I don't.
Well, I mean, I blame Monster.
Yeah.
For sure. Not Danger. Danger did everything possible to make the episode successful. Monster, on the other hand. Why did...
You going to take that, Monster?
I just lost my ears.
That's what he gets.
I did ask if anyone needed batteries.
He did.
Yeah, well, someone made me switch packs.
You did.
You did.
I did not. I
You
told
held-
you yours was sitting over there. Use yours.
You held me at candy cane point, and you said you use the other pack.
A sharpened candy cane point.
And you said bruh with like a capital B.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Yeah, with that UH at the end. Bruh. The dude, bruh.
And no, because that was interesting content. So I think we're probably at a good enough point to start winding it down. I'm not done with the conversation just yet. J-Dubs, we had a good point to start winding it down?
Yeah, we're over an hour.
So here's...
Shit. Yeah, we got plenty of time.
I want to have a bit of a conversation with you, Beard, about some of your own personal future experiences that are coming up, but only vaguely, because I want to just start the conversation now and have you able to talk about it at a later date,
Sure.
i.e. next episode. But this will be the first Christmas of you being a father,
Yeah, dude.
and I want to know.
I've been very excited about. I love Christmas deeply. Anyway,
Right.
but like
I was about to
it's
ask,
such
are
a
you
full
fan?
yes
Already?
absolutely. I love Christmas to my core. I always have, because of the experience that I got as a kid.
Right.
Me too,
And
buddy.
the
Me
idea of now being responsible for that magic is it is I take it very seriously. It's heavy on me, and if I think too much about it, it'll make me cry. So I don't want to go too far into it. But yeah, it's been I've been thinking a lot about it, dude. I'm very excited.
If I could-
got the tree yesterday, got the lights up on the house.
Well,
I'm
man,
ready, dude.
You couldn't be in a better circle of friends for sharing the magic of Christmas with a new kid, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
I know.
we are all about
I
it.
know. I'm very excited. I'm so
will tell
very
you-
excited.
I will tell you two things, man. One, it will bring back the nostalgia of when you were a kid.
I'm fully
watching
expecting that.
your daughter's face. The second thing that I will prepare you for is the moment that you have to be him.
Oh yeah,
And
dude.
then
I
it starts
can't
like
wait.
because they're already gonna like. If you remember back when you were a kid, you had your moments where you tried to catch Santa,
Yeah.
or you tried to stay awake.
Yep.
If your kid's anything like any of the other kids, you will have a small window. And as soon as you lay down from doing the deed, you're down the hallway. And then, Daddy, Mommy, Daddy, Daddy. You're like, I'm so tired.
I remember doing that. I remember doing that as a kid, man. I remember doing that as a kid. My parents didn't get any sleep one night. And they were like, and the new rules had to get implemented
Yep.
that year because it was so bad.
Stay in bed until the sun comes
And
up.
I can't wait, dude. I am so looking forward to that.
If you leave your room before the sun's up, all the presents disappear.
Yeah, my parents.
The cookie and the milk comes back.
My mother, she was like, "Look, I love Christmas just as much as you do. If there's something in your stocking, you can have that. Stay quiet, and then we'll be out when the sun comes up. And you can do
So
everything
were
else."
all your presents wrapped, or were some unwrapped, like kind of staged, like displayed, and then
Depends.
some were wrapped?
It depends on what the present was.
Really?
Most things got wrapped because my mother, she was looking for that, like, wanted to be able to watch and see the
Yeah.
like, holy, this
So
is
you
what
have
it is.
You have
Yeah.
a girl though, so you have
You know,
play sets that
my-
you've got to put together.
Yeah.
And stickers.
And
Right.
see
And the
all of that
clock's
stuff,
ticking.
and all of that stuff is the stuff that
clock's
didn't get
ticking.
wrapped.
Yeah,
so
so
there
my-
because I had a sister, and there was plenty of that.
Yeah, my parents, specifically
and
my
like
mom.
bikes didn't get wrapped, you know. So
no, yeah.
like, but it's-
Mom was the big rapper in the family.
That's funny because I'm the rapper in mine. Emmy doesn't like it.
But agreed, my bicycle that I got one year was not wrapped. It was just put together. My sister got a bike that year too. But Yeah, depending on the item. Big items, things that had to be put together. If my dad was like, I'm not going to feel like doing this at 6 o'clock in the morning when they wake up, I'm going to go ahead and do it tonight. That kind of stuff, like big play sets and stuff.
Like, I can't emphasize more, like, every noise in your house, you'll be like, hey, is that her? Go stand at the door. Go stand at the door. I'm almost done. Whoa, please.
Where are the bows?
Where are the bows? I was outnumbered.
Hey, stop giving me stuff to edit out. Hey, so cool. Yeah, I figured that you would be excited about that. And I know that, your kid's not at an age yet to fully appreciate Christmas, but that's kind of a good thing because you do get that one warm-up year, plus you get baby picks at Christmas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get to build that sense of wonder with her.
Yeah. I know. I am the curator of magic in that.
And your kid's like one of 6 people we're buying gifts for, bro.
Dude, that child is everyone's Christmas gift.
Yeah.
I've got nothing for anyone.
I at least want a picture.
You get to hold the baby.
Except a company Christmas party.
Bah humbug,
man.
you bitches.
Oh, dude. J-Dubs, toss me my hat.
Do you have a hat?
Yep. Nice. I actually took it from the in-laws' house for Thanksgiving.
That doesn't work for you, though.
And it doesn't. It really doesn't. But, like, I wanted to give them a shout-out because also I love the hat, and it's like, it belongs. It says Bah Humbug.
Yeah, man.
So fitting.
Bah Humbug.
Bah humbug. And you had the family Thanksgiving down at the in-laws.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
But your family was there also.
The whole family.
That's awesome. That doesn't happen every year.
That place was packed. It was, your regular style house, kitchen, whatever, and there was 2 full tables full of people.
Oh, man.
It was crazy. Great Thanksgiving.
What was the most favorite thing on the spread for you guys this year?
Oh, man.
Don't make me say that.
You got to. Yeah, come on. Let's do it.
Because now you're literally making me pick a favorite
Yep.
family member also.
No. What was the favorite food on the spread?
There are 2 things actually specifically that I was going to bring out.
If I have to pick.
Number 1 was the mac and cheese. The mac and cheese was amazing. Number 2 was the brisket because my sister's guy Dustin doesn't do turkey. And so like he slow cooked a brisket and brought that with him as like here, and that was delicious. He did a good job on that.
Man.
Yeah, so
But I always love her mom's mac and cheese.
Yeah, so we had Thanksgiving at Chloe's. Chloe and Weston's their first house, first year in their house, and they decided to throw Thanksgiving.
Saw some pictures of you playing some cornhole.
Yeah, man, I don't normally play when we get
Those
together.
aren't pictures you should be putting on the internet.
Wrong kind of cornhole.
Those were not the pictures I was talking about.
But yeah, Chloe and Weston hosted at their house, which was fantastic. The mac and cheese Chloe made. Let me tell you, the kid has learned how to make mac and cheese. She's been working on it for a couple of years now, and she has got it down. I'm not going to claim that it's better than Big Daddy Mike's Smack and Cheese.
There's no.
But
mac
I will
and cheese
tell you
better
this.
than that.
I will tell you this. It's in that conversation as far as style. It is very similar in style, the creaminess and the cheesiness. There's 3 pounds of effing cheese in her mac and
God.
cheese, dude. I know. She's
Holy
had that.
constipation,
Oh,
Batman.
right.
I've had people recognize that mac and cheese, like, oh my God, was that the mac and cheese that was at the
Smack and cheese?
party? Dude, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And
So
it's-
good.
Oh my
Shout
God.
out to that
Well,
guy.
I guess
Big Daddy Mike.
I guess the better way of saying it is
let's
like
do it.
she's been trying to like get to that level of that version of mac and cheese, and she did a great job. It was on point.
Nice.
Phoebe makes a broccoli casserole that not only was I never interested in trying a broccoli casserole for the longest time, it's one of my new favorite dishes for a family get together.
Really?
Dude, I don't know where she found. I don't know if she found a recipe or she made a recipe. Probably something in between. But that particular casserole is a favorite of everybody at the table, and most people don't like green stuff. But we had a great time for Thanksgiving. I did play cornhole.
Funny enough, green bean casserole is one of my favorite Thanksgiving dishes, and I didn't get any this year.
I made green bean casserole this year. I didn't want to pick one of my own
Damn,
things.
homie.
I want to pick my own things, man. Like the
I
mashed
now eat green beans. I haven't ate green beans my whole life, and with my health and stuff, I've had to change to mostly like vegetable diet.
Yes, sir.
And I am learning about green beans.
Green beans are amazing.
Yes.
I love green
You're
beans.
learning about them?
Anything in a can, I am all set, man. It has to be fresh. I get frozen vegetables, and they're just I like a crispy green bean.
It's a
I like the
it's a
whole green
trade off regardless. You know, you can get the canned stuff and it holds up better, and you can have it without the freezer,
mushy.
but it's a lot more sodium.
Yeah,
but,
my,
but if you get the frozen stuff, there's a lot less of everything good in it to begin with.
yeah, my level of
So
freshness.
it's a trade off regardless.
My
of what you
level
do.
of freshness is on a sliding scale with the amount of people coming to said event.
Yeah.
If I'm feeding 100 people, they're getting canned green beans.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, they just are.
If you're just cooking
Yeah,
for
so
you,
did-
you're
so
buying
did
green
Crackle
beans
Barrel.
fresh on your way home.
Exactly. If I'm cooking for like 20 or so friends and family, they're getting fresh everything. But if
Yeah.
I got to cook big batches of stuff, I'm not dealing with it.
Yeah, we went to
Not
Crackle
anymore.
Barrel, and it was. I mean, we normally go every year, unfortunately, but
And my dad used to do that after mom died. Dad was
yeah,
like,
but dude, this year it was garbage.
Damn,
dude.
that's sad.
I hate
the
to hear
fry
that,
oil
man.
was old and burnt. Like
the what was?
the oil, the fry oil.
Oh,
Yeah, you can taste it. It was old and it just was not.
that's just
good.
unacceptable.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
And I wish life wasn't so much for everyone that we couldn't do like a big RS or Thanksgiving too. you know?
Honestly, bro,
Nice.
like I said earlier, like I almost missed the actual day of Halloween because of everything else was going on. Us doing all those Halloween episodes and like always being down here filming stuff. The actual day, I almost missed it. If someone hadn't said Happy Halloween to me in Messenger, I would have missed it. Same was through with Thanksgiving. I didn't get the crap I needed to make the dishes I was supposed to bring until like 3 days before because I got plenty of time. It's just the beginning of November. No.
what 3 days away?
And now we're 3 weeks and 3 days from Christmas, dude. Like, what the heck?
Yeah. Yeah, it goes fast, man.
Yeah.
It'll be 4th of July in no time.
Or, your birthday.
Who? My Yankee Doodle Dad.
For a moment, I thought you remembered my birthday.
And on that, it's time to end this episode,
Thank
y'all.
you for tuning in to the Ready Set Radio podcast. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe, follow, turn on notifications so you know when we're doing new stuff. Bye-bye.
Love you guys.
Oh my God, it's chasing me! Have I ever told you guys that I love making this podcast with you guys?
Yeah, but it's been a while.
Oh, well, I love making this podcast with you guys.
Me too.